Hi Aries, I'm here to do your love reading for the month of August 2019. I do apologize if I'm speaking rather low. It's pretty late where I'm at right now. So for your overall energy this month, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you also have the Seven of Discs, which in this deck is failure. So after having gone through failure, your luck is starting to change and you're protecting this at all costs. You are protecting this newfound sense of happiness that is going to be the overall energy throughout the month of August. And on top of your failure card here, I do feel like for the majority of you Aries, this failure has already taken place. This is something that you've already experienced in your recent past. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is changing now. That's why you're protecting this new sense of happiness or this newfound luck that's about to occur for you in your love life. So you're protecting this change at all costs because you know how much you've been through based on this failure that you've experienced. It's almost like this failure in love was, I just heard the word expensive to you. So whether that's emotionally, it cost you a lot, or it was actually something that you had lost out on financially or materialistically, that's something that it's like you've learned, you've gone through that, and now that things are changing, you're protecting your happiness, you're protecting yourself at all costs. And you have waiting on top of the Seven of Discs here. In the traditional tarot deck, the Seven of Discs is about waiting. It's about waiting for your harvest. It's also about waiting for something to change naturally. And I feel like things are changing naturally with the Wheel of Fortune here. But there is definitely a level of having to protect this, having to protect yourself, and having to perhaps wait this out. Wait out a period where you feel like you've had to go through a loss or a failure. At the bottom of your deck, you have the Prince of Wands, and you are a fire sign, but you also have the Queen of Wands here. So you may be dealing with a fellow fire sign, but you also have the Princess of Discs and the Princess of Swords. I'm seeing earth and air signs here as well. And at the bottom of your deck, clarifying your Prince of Wands, you have prison, despair, and hope. So Aries, you have gone through a period here where you were feeling like you were in emotional despair, but you held out hope. And I'm also seeing here you have two tens. You have the Ten of Discs and the Ten of Cups, but on top of your Ten of Discs, you have Widower, and on top of your Ten of Cups, you have Thief. Some of you feel like you were literally, like someone or something was taken from you, like it was unjustly taken from you. The tens in this case would be a commitment or a relationship. So for some of you, this may even have a financial aspect to it, where you feel like your finances were compromised. And that may be why you're feeling this sense of having to protect yourself now from any thieves or anyone that's being dishonest towards you. For others of you, this may happen in the month of August. So for example, with the Ten of Cups here and Thief, you may be seeing someone around you, especially towards the end of August, who is either A, wanting a commitment from you who is actually not honest, not a good character, or for others of you, this is someone that is like circling around you, kind of wanting what you have. And you, I feel, are going to be aware of this person. You're already aware of who this person is for a lot of you. And that's why you're acting so protective over yourself here, or over a commitment, okay? Now with your Ten of Discs here, obviously there was an ending because you do have failure here and you have despair over here. So there was an ending. For some of you, this is going to be, yes, a relationship, and this is in your past position. again, there's just this energy of having to protect what is already yours and no longer wanting to fight for something that has been taken from you in the past. So you're very much aware of what you know you have to fight for now, what you know you want to preserve now. Right next to this, you have the Queen of Wands and you have Merchant. I do feel like on a financial aspect, Aries, you're about to birth something brand new, because right next to this, you have the Princess of Discs and you have money on top of this. So for some of you, you're actually getting ready to embark on a new journey in your finances, in your career, especially if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner. It's like you have this idea that you are incubating right now. For others of you, you may actually be thinking about getting pregnant or actually becoming pregnant in the month of August. Because with the Princess of Discs, you can see here she is clearly pregnant. There's like an egg right here in her belly. So for some of you, this is going to be symbolic of having to preserve and protect an idea or a relationship. But you do have money on top of this. So there is definitely a financial tie, a financial aspect to this new beginning, okay? For the men listening, you definitely have someone here that wants to get pregnant by you or is getting pregnant by you in the month of August. So if you do not want that to happen, take precautions with that, because this may actually involve a lot of finances, okay? But you do have an idea here that is about to be born, or that you're bringing into the world, that you are manifesting, Aries. This is something for a lot of you that's going to be very, very fortunate with your Wheel of Fortune here, something that's going to bring a lot of prosperity and abundance to your life. Now, again, you have Thief on top of your Ten of Cups. So whatever this new beginning is for you, Aries, and it's going to be different for each of you, this is why, because it's so fortunate, because it's so abundant, because it is like a new blessing coming towards you, this is why a lot of you are feeling like you don't want this to be taken away from you with the Thief Lenormand on top of this. So if you have anyone around you that is hoovering around you, trying to get information about whatever you're doing, and you're just getting kind of a bad vibe from them, I want you to be aware of that. I want you to really trust your intuition on this. And in terms of like a romantic sense, I do feel, Aries, that there are some people around you at this time that are untrustworthy, that do not have your best interest at heart, that you, I feel, are going to be very much aware of. I don't feel like this is someone that's going to be under the radar. I feel like this is someone that you can keenly sense is not right or not good for you or not trustworthy, because it's like they're looking straight at this new beginning for you, and they're looking at it in a way like, can they take it? And I feel like, again, you're aware of this because this is right on top of your Ten of Cups, right on top of a commitment. So for a lot of you, you do have an opportunity of commitment coming towards you, but there's definitely someone around you that is of poor character. And I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a situation where you're aware of someone jeopardizing something for you, okay? For others of you, especially for the ladies, you're going to sense that someone here may be trying to get you into a commitment that is not of good character, or someone that is not trustworthy. They may even be trying to manipulate you into pregnancy. For those of you, again, that want to take precautions, I would highly recommend you do that, especially towards the middle to end of August. Now you end with the Princess of Swords and Scholar. Someone, if you're not the one that is trying to observe someone, trying to get more information about someone, then they're doing this to you. Someone here is definitely trying to like dig up information about the other person. Because as you can see here, this man is looking into like a book. So someone may actually be looking you up, like on social media, trying to get more information about you, trying to see what you're up to, trying to learn more about you. And especially on top of the Princess of Swords, this is an individual that is trying to see what you're doing. If you're not the one doing this to someone else, then you're definitely being watched, okay? And I feel like this, again, this has something to do with someone who may not be trustworthy, or someone that's just trying to kind of get more information about you in a way that's underhanded, in a way that's just not direct, okay? Again, this may have to do with a relationship, because it's right next to your Ten of Cups. That is a relationship. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're being watched by someone that is trying to, it's like they want to be with you. Okay, this is one scenario I'm seeing for some of you. Someone's watching you because they desperately want to be with you. It's like they really want to be in a relationship with you. They want to have a family with you. But I'm not liking the feeling here of this like dishonest character that's coming through. For others of you, you are going to be getting into some kind of a relationship, or you're going to be ascending to another level within your relationship. And based on the abundance and the happiness that you're going to be experiencing with this person, you may have sharks in the water around you that are jealous of your progress. So those are two different scenarios that I'm seeing. Regardless, Aries, if you're not the one watching someone, they're definitely trying to learn more about you. Like I said, this is an extremely obvious energy that you're ending the month with. Okay, so I just heard someone's looking up the other person on Facebook. I don't use Facebook, so I'm not sure, how that works, but someone here is definitely trying to dig up dirt. Like someone's trying to either figure out what you're up to, and again, this may be like a jealousy thing. So if you're posting pictures about being happy, this may be why there's that kind of undercurrent energy of jealousy here. And like I said, for others of you, you may be dealing with a situation where someone wants to be in a relationship with you, so they're just really trying to keep tabs on what you're doing or who you're seeing and that kind of thing. And they may actually be the ones that are jealous if they see that you're possibly hanging out with someone else. There's just I don't want to say it's an obsessive energy, but someone here is really, trying to insert themselves into the other person's life. In your energy, Aries, you have the Ace of Swords and you have Fortune. So financially, you're having some brilliant ideas. You're also having clarity. You're really seeing people for who they are this month. So if you've been dealing with any kind of confusion, that's definitely clearing up. You're also, for a lot of you, you are ascending to not only like a healthier space emotionally, but also within your career, within your finances. And this is going to be in the form of clear direction and having a new idea that you can actually follow through with. And this is also speaking about having direct communication from others. So again, back to having had any sense of confusion, you're going to have clarity from people. And we are coming out of Mercury retrograde, so the communication is going to definitely clear up for a lot of you, whereas before it may have felt like it was really dragging. You also have the Nine of Cups in your energy, which is pleasure, and you have gift on top of this. Someone either wants to offer you a gift of pleasure, so you may be going out on a lot of dates, and there's definitely that energy of meeting someone special or spending a lot of time with someone that actually does have genuine passion for you. And if you're not the one that's extending this gift to someone else, then they're definitely wanting to do this to you, okay? The energy that I'm getting from this is, Aries, you're going to go out and have some fun this month. You're going to go out and be treated or want to treat someone else to a good time. And again, I'm just seeing that, someone that wants a relationship with you, it's going to be so obvious to you. It's going to be so clear. The communication is going to be so clear. And it's going to lead you to feeling a lot more hopeful. Whereas before you were feeling very sad that you had experienced a loss and a failure within a relationship recently. And underneath your Prince of Wands, you have the Six of Discs, which is success. So, success after sorrow, the Three of Swords underneath that. You can't really get any more clear than that, Aries. It's reiterating what is said in your spread here. Success after sorrow. So how you're feeling about this person, Aries, says, let your friends help you, and the Six of Swords reversed. So mentally, right now, you may be feeling like you're unable to move on from someone, especially because you did have the widower here. And you're going to your friends for help. You're going to your friends and to, again, like I said, try to have fun this month. They may actually be taking you out this month and trying to get advice from other people, especially if you are going through that Three of Swords energy, which is heartbreak. Also, I'm just getting for some of you, you're dealing with someone who's at a distance with the Six of Swords reversed. So you're definitely going to go out and have a good time this month and allow your support system to really be there for you, especially if you can't be with someone because they're at a distance right now. And for a lot of you, you're kind of clinging on to someone from your past that I'm getting the feeling that you physically cannot be with right now. But the good news is that you do have a new love coming in here, and you also have a lot of sevens in your reading. So you're dealing with a karmic partner, a karmic cycle this month. You have the Seven of Cups reversed, which means coming out of a feeling of being confused. So a lot of you are going to be presented with a new opportunity in love that's going to, again, clear up your confusion with your Ace of Swords here. This is going to lead you to pleasure, lead you to a few dates where I feel like a lot of you are like on the precipice of getting to know someone that's going to make you really happy and actually lead into a relationship. And you are coming out of a period here where you were struggling emotionally. Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of passion for you this month, Aries, especially with new love. This is going to clear up the issue of not being able to be with someone else from your past. And for others of you, this new love may be at a distance, okay? And I'm also seeing that you have a lot of options in love this month, Aries. But I feel like you're going to potentially meet someone here. This may be a vice versa situation where you or the other person is beating out the competition. So narrowing down your options. So for example, meeting someone this month where they narrow down their options for you. Or if you're the one that has all these options, you narrow down your options for them. So you definitely have something to look forward to this month. And I'm going to take a look at how this person feels about you, because you do have a past energy here. You have reconciliation. So we're going to take a look at that and also the outcome of the situation. It's very interesting. I did pull extra clarifying cards for this because it does look extremely intense considering the past is still lingering around here, even though you do obviously have a new situation in love starting. And I also pulled some oracle cards for you, and we're going to take a look at that, Aries. And the extended is over on patreon.com/tantric tarot. And stay tuned for the preview as well. And I'll talk to you guys all next month. Okay, bye-bye, Aries. Wands. This is extremely passionate. This is like a brand new start, a brand new, going into a brand new phase with someone, getting to know someone, having that first initial spark of passion and chemistry with someone, and how they're feeling about